This is Max and Mia Podcast.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Max and Mia Podcast. It's great to have you here with us again. Today we're talking about jobs, a topic that's part of everyone's life in one way or another.
That's right. You'll learn phrasal verbs and natural expressions to talk about your job or work life, not just professions.
So relax, listen carefully, and repeat the useful phrases when you hear them.
Let's begin.
All right, so before we start, let me ask you something. What do you usually do on a busy day at work?
Good question. And hey, if you want to practice your speaking right now, feel free to pause the podcast and try answering it out loud. Don't worry about making mistakes. Just give it a shot.
Exactly. Take your time. Think about your typical busy day and describe it in English. We'll wait for you.
Okay, ready? Let's hear how we might answer this. So, for me, on a really busy day, I usually start by checking my emails first thing in the morning. You know, just to see what came in overnight.
Oh yeah, same here. And then I usually have to deal with a bunch of meetings back to back.
Back to back? So like one after another with no break?
Exactly. No time to breathe between them. It's intense. And while I'm in those meetings, I also have to deal with emails coming in, which is, well, deal with. Basically means handle or manage something, right?
Yeah. It's like when you have a problem or a situation and you need to take care of it. Speaking of taking care of things, I spend most of my afternoon working on different projects, and honestly, I often run out of time.
Run out of time? So you don't have enough time left?
Exactly. It's like the time just disappears, you know? Especially when unexpected issues pop up.
Oh, I hate when that happens. Things just appear out of nowhere and mess up your whole schedule.
Right. And when that happens, I really need to prioritize. Like, figure out what's urgent and what can wait until tomorrow.
For sure. I also have to take care of customer requests throughout the day. You know, being responsible for answering their questions and solving their problems.
That sounds like a lot. Do you ever get a break?
Well, honestly, on busy days, I barely have time for lunch. I usually just grab something quick, like a sandwich, and eat at my desk.
Same. And by the end of the day, I'm usually catching up on all the things I couldn't finish earlier.
Catching up? So like, trying to complete the stuff you fell behind on?
Exactly. And sometimes I end up staying late just to wrap things up, you know, to finish everything before I go home.
Oh, I know that feeling. It's tiring, but it's also kind of satisfying when you finally get everything done, isn't it?
For sure. So that's basically what a busy workday looks like for us. What about you, listeners?
All right, so now we're going to listen to someone talking about their work experience. But before that, let's go over some useful words and phrases you'll hear.
Good idea. So, first one, tight deadline. Max, have you ever worked with a tight deadline?
Oh yeah, all the time. A tight deadline is when you have very little time to finish something. Like, imagine your boss tells you on Monday that you need to finish a big project by Wednesday. That's a tight deadline.
Exactly. There's not much time, so you feel the pressure. Okay, next one, deal with. We actually mentioned this one earlier, right?
We did. To deal with something means to handle it or manage it. For example, yesterday I had to deal with a difficult client who wasn't happy with our service.
That sounds stressful. Speaking of stress, the next phrase is burned out. Have you ever felt burned out, Max?
Oh, for sure. Burned out is when you're so exhausted from working too much that you just don't have any energy left. Like, Last year I was working 12-hour days for 2 months straight, and by the end, I was completely burned out.
Yeah, that's rough. You need to take care of yourself. Okay, next, step up. This is a good one.
I like this phrase. To step up means to take on more responsibility or to do more than what's expected of you. So, for example, when my colleague was sick last week, I had to step up and cover her tasks as well as mine.
Nice. So you rose to the occasion. And the last one is learning curve. This one's interesting.
Right. A learning curve refers to how long it takes to learn something new. If something has a steep learning curve, it means it's difficult and takes a long time to learn. Like, when I started using that new software at work, the learning curve was pretty steep. It took me weeks to feel comfortable with it.
Exactly. So if you hear someone say, there's a learning curve, they mean it's going to take some time and effort to get good at it.
Perfect. So keep these phrases in mind as you listen to the next part.
All right. Let's listen to this conversation between two coworkers talking about a stressful week at work.
Hey, Nora, how's it going? You look exhausted.
Oh my God, Luca, don't even get me started. This week has been absolutely insane. I've barely slept.
Yeah? What happened? I mean, I know we've all been busy, but you seem really stressed out.
Well, you know how we got that new client last month? The big one from Seattle?
Oh yeah, the tech company, right?
Exactly. So they decided they wanted to launch their campaign 2 weeks earlier than planned, just out of nowhere. And guess who had to deal with all the changes?
No way. That's brutal. So you've been working with a pretty tight deadline then?
Tight? Luca, it's been impossible. We're talking about completely redesigning the whole strategy in less than 10 days. I've been staying at the office until like 9 or 10 every night.
Ugh, that sounds awful. Have you talked to your manager about it?
I tried, but honestly, everyone's in the same boat right now. Our whole team is drowning. And to make things worse, 2 people called in sick this week, so the rest of us had to step up and cover their work too.
Man, that's too much. You can't keep going like this, though. You're going to end up burned out.
I know. I can already feel it happening, to be honest. Like this morning, I couldn't even remember if I'd had breakfast or not. My brain is just fried.
Yeah, that's not good. You need to take a break or something. Even just a day off would help, wouldn't it?
I wish I could, but we're presenting the final proposal to the client on Friday. After that, maybe I'll take a long weekend or something. I definitely need it.
For sure. So, is the new campaign completely different from what you had before, or?
Oh, it's completely different. We basically had to start from scratch. New visuals, new messaging, new everything. And the learning curve with their industry has been pretty steep, too. I mean, I knew nothing about cloud computing before this project.
Really? So you had to learn all that while also redesigning everything.
Yep. I've spent hours watching tutorials and reading articles just to understand what they actually do. It's been a nightmare, honestly.
Wow. I don't know how you're managing all of this. I'd probably have quit by now.
Trust me, the thought has crossed my mind. But, it's also kind of exciting in a weird way. Like when I finally finish this project, I'll have learned so much. It'll look great on my resume, too.
That's true. Silver lining, I guess. Are you at least getting help from anyone on the team?
Yeah, thank God. Marcus has been amazing. He's been helping me with the data analysis part, which I'm terrible at. And Sophia's been handling all the client communications, so I don't have to deal with their constant emails.
Oh, that's good at least. Constant client emails are the worst.
Tell me about it. They were emailing us at like 11 p.m. asking for updates. Like, do these people ever sleep?
Apparently not. Hey, so after you present on Friday, what's the plan? Are they going to approve it right away, or?
I hope so. If they ask for more changes, I might actually cry.
But our creative director seems pretty confident about what we've put together, so fingers crossed.
Well, I'm sure it'll be great. You always do good work, even under pressure.
Aw, thanks, Luca. I really appreciate that. I just need to survive the next few days, you know? Then I can finally relax.
Definitely. And seriously, after Friday, take some time off. Go somewhere, disconnect, do nothing. You've earned it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about going to the coast for a few days. Just me, the beach, and no emails. Sounds like heaven right now.
That sounds perfect. All right. Well, I'll let you get back to it, but don't work too late tonight, okay?
I'll try not to. Thanks for listening, Luca. It actually helped to vent a little.
Anytime, Nora. Hang in there. You've got this.
Thanks. See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Okay, so that conversation hit pretty close to home, honestly.
Right. I mean, Nora sounded exactly like me 3 months ago when I was working on that marketing campaign. Remember I told you about that?
Oh yeah, you were a mess. But hey, let's talk about some really useful language from that conversation. Did you notice how Nora said, "Don't even get me started"?
Yes. That's such a natural way to say you have a lot to complain about. It's way better than saying I have many problems or something boring like that.
Exactly. Native speakers use that all the time. Like, if someone asks me about my commute to work, I'm like, ugh, don't even get me started, because the traffic is terrible.
I know. Okay, but something I really liked was when Luca said everyone's in the same boat. That's an idiom, right?
Yes, it means everyone is in the same difficult situation. It's such a common expression. Actually, during the pandemic, I remember saying that constantly because, well, we were all struggling together.
True. And it sounds so much more natural than saying, we all have the same problem. You know what else I noticed? When Nora said her brain is fried.
Oh, good catch. Yeah, saying your brain is fried means you're mentally exhausted. I use this one way too often, to be honest. Like, after teaching for 6 hours straight, my brain is completely fried.
I bet. Now, there's something I want our listeners to really pay attention to. When Nora talked about starting from scratch, that's a phrasal verb that's super useful.
Absolutely. From scratch means starting from the very beginning with nothing prepared. Like, I'm learning to cook this year, and I always make everything from scratch instead of using pre-made stuff.
Wait, you're cooking now? Since when?
Like 2 months ago. I got tired of ordering takeout every night. But anyway, back to the conversation. Did you notice how they used fingers crossed?
Yes, that's such a natural way to say you're hoping for a good result. We say, I hope a lot as learners, but native speakers often say fingers crossed instead.
Right. It's more casual and friendly. Oh, and I loved when Luca said hang in there at the end.
Me too. That's such a warm way to encourage someone who's going through a tough time. It's like saying stay strong, but it sounds more caring, doesn't it?
Definitely. I had a colleague tell me that once when I was dealing with a difficult client, and it actually made me feel better. Words matter, you know?
For sure. Okay, one more thing. The way Nora said, the thought has crossed my mind when talking about quitting. That's a really sophisticated way to say, I've thought about it.
Good point. Instead of saying I thought about quitting, she said, the thought has crossed my mind. It sounds more natural and less direct.
Exactly. And it's perfect for B1 to B2 level. You guys should try using that in your own conversations. Like, have you ever thought about moving abroad? Yeah, the thought has crossed my mind.
Nice example. So, to sum up, The key takeaway here is that native speakers use a lot of idioms and phrasal verbs in everyday work conversations. You won't find these in textbooks usually.
Right, and they make you sound so much more fluent and natural. Don't be afraid to use them.
All right, before we move on, if you're finding today's episode useful, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe. It really helps us keep making these episodes for you.
Yes, please. We love hearing from you guys. Okay, so now we're going to do something a little different. We're going to show you a short video clip.
And here's the challenge. Try to describe what's happening in as much detail as you can. What do you see? What's the person doing? How do they look?
Exactly. And if you want, you can try using some of the phrases we learned earlier. Words like tight deadline, deal with, burned out, or step up. But honestly, just describe what you see however you can.
And hey, if you're just listening and can't see the video, don't worry at all. It's really short, and after we show it, Mia and I are going to describe everything in detail.
Right. So if you're watching, feel free to pause and try describing the scene out loud. Take your time, observe everything.
All right, let's play the video now.
Here it goes. Okay, so what did we just see? Max, you go first.
All right. So the video shows a man sitting at his desk, working on his computer. And the first thing I noticed is that it looks like nighttime.
Yeah, definitely. The room is pretty dark. There's a lamp on his desk, and that's basically the only light source. You can tell he's been working late.
Exactly. The lamp is on, but the rest of the room is dim. And you can see he looks absolutely exhausted.
Oh my God, yes. At one point he's yawning, right? Like a big yawn. And then he rubs his eyes with his hands.
Yeah, he's rubbing his eyes like he's trying to wake himself up or something. I've definitely been there. When you're working late and you just can't keep your eyes open anymore.
Same. And there's a glass on his desk. It looks like it could be coffee, maybe? Or water? Hard to tell, but I'm guessing coffee because you know he's clearly trying to stay awake.
Good point. Yeah, probably coffee. And behind him, there's a shelf with what looks like magazines or documents. Maybe folders? It's a bit hard to see because of the lighting.
Right, some kind of paperwork or files on a shelf. The whole scene just screams, late night work session, doesn't it?
Totally. And you know what? I think this guy is probably dealing with a tight deadline. Like, he wouldn't be working this late if he didn't have to finish something urgent.
Oh, absolutely. He's likely under a lot of stress to finish something. Maybe a report or an assignment due soon.
Yeah, and honestly, he looks like he might be getting burned out. I mean, working late at night, yawning, rubbing your eyes, those are classic signs of exhaustion.
For sure. I remember when I had to step up and finish a project for my team last year. I looked exactly like this guy, working until midnight, drinking way too much coffee.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that. You were a zombie for like a week.
Yeah, pretty much. But anyway, back to the video. The overall atmosphere is really quiet and solitary, you know? It's just him alone in that room with his computer.
Right. No coworkers around, no one to chat with. Just him dealing with whatever task he has to complete. It's kind of a lonely scene, actually.
It is. And it really captures what a lot of people experience when they're working late to meet a deadline. The exhaustion, the pressure, the isolation.
Exactly. So, if you described something like this, great job. The key details were nighttime setting, man at computer, lamp as the only light, yawning and rubbing eyes showing tiredness, a drink on the desk, and documents or magazines on a shelf.
Great summary. And if you used words like tight deadline, deal with, or burned out in your description, even better. Those words fit this scene perfectly.
Absolutely. Don't worry if you didn't catch every detail, though. The important thing is practicing your observation and description skills in English.
All right, that's it for today's episode. We really hope you enjoyed it and learned something new about work life. And, of course, some useful English expressions.
Yeah. Remember, every episode is another step in your learning journey. So, keep practicing, keep listening, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how real progress happens.
Exactly. And if you found this episode helpful, please give it a like, leave a comment, and share it with someone who's also learning English.
And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new episode. Your support really helps us keep creating content for you every week.
You're doing great. Seriously. Learning a language takes time, but every minute you spend listening, speaking, or even thinking in English makes a difference.
That's right. Stay motivated, stay curious, and keep stepping up. Not just in your job, but in your English too.
Beautifully said, Max. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Take care, keep learning, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye for now.